The Utah Jazz are currently at the top of the Western Conference and has played very good team basketball this season. The play of Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, Jordan Clarkson, and their other role players have really helped out the squad. One player whose name that frequently goes under the radar is Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is a guy who became a starter for the Jazz, provided another ball handler, shooter, playmaker, then recently drifted into a bench role. He used to average around 31 minutes a game, but now he is averaging around 26 minutes a game, and he is giving the Utah Jazz great production off the bench. And he is easily having the best season of his career at the age of 33 years old, aging like fine wine. His game stayed the same, his role stayed the same, but his efficiency and overall production has just gotten better. He has been very efficient, averaging 12 points, 4.3 assists, and 3.7 rebounds, shooting 53% from the field, 48% from 3, and 87% from the free throw line, with a true shooting percentage of 72%. Which is by far the highest true shooting percentage of his career and the highest at his position. He's only behind that of DeAndre Jordan's 74% true shooting percentage for the entire league and Jackson Hayes' 75% true shooting. But Ingles has the highest player efficiency rating in the league at 137.6 according to Basketball Reference. Ingles is the hottest shooter in the league right now, and it doesn't matter whether it is catch and shoot threes or pull-up threes. His shot is deadly from anywhere. 68% of Joe Ingles' shots comes from 3, with 20% coming from the corners, according to Clean the Glass. He attempts around 5.5 threes a game, and according to NBA stats, he is shooting a deadly 53% on catch and shoot threes and 42% on pull-up threes. Ingles isn't afraid to let it fly, and he is benefiting a lot off of getting open looks from his teammates to shoot, which has been a big thing for the Jazz this season. And he utilizes ball screens to his advantage and hops into his jumpers and gets his shots off when the big plays drop coverage on him off of those screens. He is also an off-ball presence, as the Jazz will look to run him off of down screens to set him up for a jumper. He has a nice lefty shooting form and can get his shot off of anyone. He is a career 41% three-point shooter, and he is just shooting lights out this season. And in transition, he can bring the ball up if the defense doesn't find him and close out on him, or if he feels like he has enough space and is just feeling it, he has no problems pulling up for a transition 3. The Jazz up the amount of three-pointers they take, and they are getting good production from their team overall. And this is resulting in this team being tough to beat and currently the #1 seed in the Western Conference. As mentioned before, Joe Ingles comes off the bench and adds another ball handler and capable playmaker. The Jazz promotes a lot of ball movement in their offense, and he complements that offense very well and makes those extra passes and finds teammates on the money. He isn't the best shot creator out there, but he is good working in set plays and finding his teammates off of screens, or working in the pick and roll and opening shots up for his bigs. According to NBA stats, he has a 37% frequency working as a pick and roll ball handler, and this is what makes him a very good pick and roll ball handler. His ability to read the defense, and depending on how the defense defends him, he will either pull up for a jump shot or he can get into the teeth of the defense. And since he shoots it at a healthy 72% at the rim, defenses has to focus on him, and with this he can find shooters or set up the big man. He isn't fast as a player, but he sure is crafty. He is capable of throwing lob passes at will in pick and roll scenarios, or just dump off passes in the lane. The Joe Ingles Rudy Gobert connection has been lethal, and with Joe's ability to finish at the rim and be a pull-up threat, Rudy Gobert can feed off of that. He has also grown over the years in being able to utilize his right hand to work in pick and roll situations, so he can attack you either way, left or right. His height also makes it easier to see over the defense and make these passes, and he doesn't have to do anything special. He just has been great at reading and reacting to what the defense is doing, not only for just his initial defender, but also what is going on overall on the court. And Joe isn't the most athletic or a lockdown defender, but he is smart and gritty as a defender with his approach. He's an effort defender. He probably won't make any highlight defensive plays, but he will always give effort. On this play off the screen, Joe Ingles fights through the screen. Sometimes he may be slow to get over depending on the screener, but he is aggressively looking to fight over, and here he goes over the screen effectively and ballers the shot of Malik Monk. This play, he gets caught on the Ben Simmons screen for just a bit, but he recovers and emphatically blocks his Steph Curry shot. Ingles is able to navigate through this corner pin down screen and get over it. He closes out effectively on the corner and is able to pressure him and strips the ball away. And on this last play here, he is able to get low, pressures Bradley Beal in the corner, and just strips the ball away from him. Joe Ingles is an important role player for the Utah Jazz. He provides shooting, playmaking, and a smart defender off the Utah Jazz bench. And with operating in Quin Snyder's system, he has thrived. And as he continues to get older as a player, he just gets better.